Just masuk dulu, silent dululah. Nanti you bagi him baru I start. Alright.
Kalau nanti tunggu orang, nak banyak dia tunggu orang. Bawa bina orang.
Okay, hai, Assalamualaikum. Selamat pagi. Salam keluarga Malaysia. Okay, saya Puan Nur Alwani Abdul Wahab daripada Agensi Kelakar Malaysia daripada bahagian standard. Jadi pada pagi ini kami akan mengadakan sesi webinar pengenalan berkenaan dengan review standard program standard Tradition and Complementary Medicine TCM. Jadi bersama-sama saya pada hari ini is the two panelists. Kita ada Dr. Liao Sok Mei, founder Serena Liao TCM and Acupuncture Center. Dr. Liao adalah merupakan pengerusi, is the chairperson, is the chairman untuk review this program standard. Okay, Dr. Liao, hi, how are you?
Hi.
Hi.
Morning.
Okay, morning. Okay, and then kita ada Prof. Ibrahim Usman Maisker. Sorry, I hope I pronounce correctly your name. Okay, dari Dean of the Faculty Tradition and Complementary Medicine from University of Cyberjaya. Prof. Ibrahim is one of the member in the review of the program standard for the TCM. Okay, jadi tanpa melengahkan masa, I would like to please Dr. Liao to start the webinar. Okay, Dr. Liao, please, the screen is yours, and Dr. Ibrahim also.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Today, I'd like to report this review of Program Standard Traditional Complementary Medicine stakeholder webinar. So first of all, I'd like to introduce that, next slide. Next slide. Okay, the program standard, actually the first edition program standard was first established in 2009. And then the Tncm division has requested for the revision of program standard and the revision is on recognized practice area. This objective of review is to align with Malaysia Qualification Framework MQF second edition and Code of Practice for Program Accreditation COPA second edition. So this is to be in line with the requirement of the Traditional and Complementary Medicine Act 2016, Tncm Act 2016, for the purpose of the recognizing practitioners in the recognized practice area for the identified basic registrable qualification. So I want to highlight this review process. Actually, we started on 2019, October. We have an impact study and an industry dialogue. So after that, we start to work on this panel meeting and workshop since June to December 2020. So in January 2021, we have the draft of the new review program standard presented to the MQA of a senior officer. So on February and March, we have a stakeholder workshop, an internal stakeholder workshop and then we get a lot of feedback from the public and the panel. So on April 2021 MQA management meeting, we submitted to them. Then in Tncm council meeting and MQA council meeting, we held it on May 2021 to propose the new program standard. And now finally we have finalized, and then I would like to thank all the panel members. We did a great job and we put a lot of effort to make this happen. And also we also engage with a lot of stakeholders, and then we have 67 participants and 32 comments in the industry and also the stakeholder workshop. And then the internal stakeholder workshop, we have 33 participants and 14 comments, plus the discussion, everything, yeah? So we also have the public feedback via MQA portal. There are 13 respondents and 70 comments. So based on the comment, we take note all of it. At the same time, we would like to thank the Tncm officer to help us to initiate this and then to help us along the way. They are Dr. Dainan, Dr. Siti Nohidaya, and Madam Lin Hui Su, Madam Javanti. Yeah, thank you all of them. And then, okay, now we go to next slide. Okay, so first of all, I'd like to introduce, there are 7 recognized Tncm practice areas. They are traditional Malay medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, traditional Indian medicine. Traditional Indian medicine, they are Ayurveda and Siddha. Actually, Siddha is the new practice area that the Tncm recognized. After that, we have homeopathy, chiropractic, and osteopathy also is the new program to the program standard. Yes. Okay, next slide. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay, so they have 6 summary of key raised by stakeholder from the impact study of industry dialogue session prior to the review. Okay, let's see the first feedback. To include the competency on reading on comprehend medical report in LO, the graduate should be able to apply knowledge of Tncm law. Okay, we have responded to the LO number 2 on basic medical sciences, knowledge, and LO number 8 on regulation have been introduced. Medical ethics and professionalism course under humanity will cover Tncm law. Okay, the second feedback, the graduating credits for the Bachelor in Traditional Chinese Medicine and Traditional Chinese Acupuncture is not sufficient. So based on this comment and feedback, we have increased the graduating credits to 160, okay, both of this program. The teach skill is the third feedback, the teach skill based on the industry practice so that the graduates are trained for the industry practice. The credits for clinical training, especially for bachelor degree, has been increased from 14 to 20. Okay, this is, we have to make sure all of the graduates, they are competent enough, yes. Okay, next, the four feedback, diploma in Malay massage has to redirect to be offered in the wide context of traditional Malay medicine. The graduating credit should be more than 90. So based on this feedback, we have responded to the program structure for diploma in traditional Malay medicine has been introduced with 100 graduating credits. Okay, the fifth feedback, allow candidates without academic qualification, but with the numerous experience, for the example, 20 years of experience as practitioner to become academic staff. So we have responded to practitioner register with Tncm Council with 10 years relevant work experience in TCM has been included, but only for diploma level. Okay, so which means if the university with a degree program, they must have master and above level to teach the degree student. Okay, this last feedback from the industry dialogue, the revisit qualification of program leader, 10 years of experience is too long and too high and difficult to find. So the qualification of the program leader have been revised. Later, we will go through this slide, okay? Yeah, so can you go to the next slide? Okay, at the same time, the stakeholder engagement, we do have some feedback from the internal panels, okay? So the internal panel stakeholder engagement workshop, the first feedback is, why is the diploma level for TCM included in the standard if the graduates can't practice? Okay, we responded to diploma is TCM. Diploma in TCM is a pathway to bachelor degree for students without required qualification to straight away enter bachelor degree. Besides that, the diploma graduates can work as an assistant to TCM practitioner. So the registrable qualification to practice should be referred to the requirements set by the Tncm Council for the current information. Okay, so the next feedback is the student must be from science stream to enroll. So non-science stream students are allowed to enroll into Tncm program except for traditional Indian medicine. Traditional Indian medicine, actually, they only accept the science stream student. However, the non-science stream student, that they must have science or mathematics subjects as SPM or higher level to enroll the Tncm program. Okay, next slide. So now I would like to introduce or invite Prof. Ibrahim to present the area 1 of the program standard to area 7 of the program standard. Okay, welcome Prof. Ibrahim.
Thank you so much, Dr. Liav. Okay, okay, so I can continue with different areas from area 1 to area 7. So let's begin with area 1, which is about program development and delivery, curriculum design and delivery. Okay, so as per the different suggestions and especially recommendation from our JTC, Joint Technical Committee for Accreditation Assessment of TNCM programs, So it was decided that all TNCM programs, so which we are going to standardize it. So earlier, like, there was no standardization when we talk about the duration of the studies. Like, some programs were for 4 years, 4.5 years, 5 years. So like, it was decided and recommended to have a standard program duration, which will be 5 years for all bachelor degree programs, and for diploma it will be 3 years, standardized. And however, this duration of 5 years for bachelor's and 3 years for diploma will not include the duration of residency training or internship or housemanship, what we call it. So as mentioned in the TNCM Act 2016. So actually, like, HAPs, all higher education providers, like, should ensure that adequate amount of credit hours in clinical training shall be incorporated in duration of the study. So that's what even like Dr. Lee have just highlighted, like, from 14 credit units of clinical training were increased to 20 credit units. So when we talk about the ratio of theoretical component and practical component, so for diploma level, theoretical component, earlier it used to be 30 to 40%, which will be 40 to 60% now in our new design. And for practical component, from 60 to 70%, revised, that it has been revised to 40 to 60%. And for bachelor level, theoretical component from 50 to 60% has been revised to 50 to 70%, and practical component from 40 to 50% been revised to 30 to 50%. So giving more flexibility. Okay, thank you. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so now, like, when we look at curriculum structure, so let's have a look at different components. Okay, so when we divide the complete structure in a few important components, such as core subjects, humanities, elective, okay, and basic medical sciences, etc. So for diploma level, for diploma in Malay massage, so from 9 credit units, okay, the compulsory courses for or like MPU subjects, what we call it, okay, from 9 credit units we made it to 6 minimum. Then basic medical sciences, which comes under core subjects, okay, from 14 we made it to 16. Core discipline subjects from 60 to 55. Scientific method from 7 we made it 3, and clinical training will be for 7 credit units. Humanities for 6. Discipline, okay, so like, okay, minimize 0, so we can increase it up to 2%. So the minimum graduating credit unit for diploma in Malay massage will be 93. Earlier it was 103, which we made it minimum 93. For diploma in traditional Malay medicine, which is a new program which was not there before, so our MPU subjects, the compulsory courses will be 6 credit units, basic medical sciences 18, then core discipline subjects 60, scientific methods 3, clinical training 7, humanities 6. Okay, that is constituting to 100 credit units. Minimum graduate credit units will be 100 for diploma in traditional Malay medicine. Then diploma in TCM traditional Chinese medicine, so 6 for compulsory courses, 14 for basic medical sciences, 53 for core discipline, 3 for scientific methods, 8 for clinical training, 6 for humanities. Okay, that is constituting to 90 minimum credit units for diploma in traditional Chinese medicine compared to 106 last time. Then we have diploma in Islamic medical practice. So 6 credit units for compulsory courses, MPU, then 12 credit units for basic medical sciences, 58 for core discipline, 3 for scientific methods, 6 for clinical training, 6 for humanities, considering to 91 minimum credit units for graduation compared to 99 last time. Okay, next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, then okay, we have Bachelor of Traditional Malay Medicine. Okay, so now for bachelor program, from for special, okay, for traditional Malay medicine, for compulsory courses, MP subjects, from 9 we made it to 8, then 26 credit units for basic medical sciences, 74 for core discipline courses, 7 for scientific methods, 20 for clinical training, 8 for humanities. Now the minimum graduating credit units for Bachelor of Traditional Malay Medicine will be 143 compared to 146 last time. Then Bachelor of Traditional Chinese Medicine, 8 for compulsory courses, 24 for basic medical sciences, 93 for core discipline, 7 for scientific methods, 20 for clinical training, 8 for humanities, making it 160 minimum graduating credit units compared to 141 last time. Then Bachelor of Acupuncture, Moxibution and Tuna, 8 credit units for MP subjects, 24 for basic medical sciences, 93 discipline, core discipline, 7 for scientific methods, 20 for clinical training, 8 for humanities, making it 160 compared to 148 last time. Then Bachelor of Ayurveda Medicine, so 8 credit units for compulsory courses, 30 for basic medical sciences, 97 for core discipline, 7 for scientific methods, 20 for clinical training, 8 for humanities, making it 170 minimum graduating credit units compared to 135 last time. Then we have one new bachelor program, we are introducing, that is Bachelor of Siddha Medicine. That also comes under Indian Medicine, so Bachelor of Siddha Medicine. So with 8 credit units for MPU subjects, 38 for basic medical sciences, 74 for core discipline subjects, 7 for scientific methods, 20 for clinical training, 8 for humanities, making it 155 minimum graduating credit units for Bachelor of Siddha Medicine. This is a new program. Next slide, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, so next is Bachelor of Homeopathy. So here we have 8 credit units for compulsory courses, then 42 credit units for basic medical sciences compared to 30 last time, then 76 for core discipline courses, 7 for scientific methods, 20 for clinical training, 8 for humanities. So making it 161 minimum graduating credit units compared to 134 last time. Then we have Bachelor of Chiropractic, 8 for MPU subjects, 44 for basic medical sciences, 94 for core discipline, 7 for scientific methods, 20 for clinical training, which is integrated in core subjects as well, 8 for humanities, making it 181 compared to 155 last time. And then we have one more new bachelor program, Bachelor of Osteopathy, with 8 compulsory credit units, 44 basic medical sciences, 85 core discipline, then 7 scientific methods, 20 clinical training, 8 humanities.
Untuk kira tempoh 12 bulan tu daripada tarikh makluman terkini lah, iaitu 5/11/2021 untuk cukup dia punya 12 bulan.
Hello, yeah. Hello, may I continue?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Please continue.
Okay, so total 172 minimum graduating credit units for Bachelor of Osteopathy. So another new program for bachelor's level. Next slide, please. Okay, so now this was about area 1. So now let's have a look at area number 2, which is assessment of student learning. So now here the candidates, they are required to pass both continuous and final assessments for every course, and pass rated is at 50% compared to 40% last time. And earlier it used to be like a cumulative, like continuous and final assessment. Okay. But now like it will be like a separate passing for both continuous as well as for final assessments. So when we look at the ratio, okay, from theoretical and practical assessment for diploma level, theoretical assessments will be 40 to 60% compared to 30 to 40% last time, and practical assessment will be 40 to 60% again compared to 60 to 70% last time for diploma level. And for bachelor level, theoretical assessment will be 50 to 70% compared to 50 to 60% last time, and practical assessment will be 30 to 50% compared to 40 to 50% last time. So giving more flexibility to decide at the different ratios of theoretical and practical assessments. Thank you. Okay, next slide. Okay, so now here when we look more into detail about the assessments for diploma level, continuous assessment, which will be 30 to 50%. Earlier it was fixed to 60% for continuous assessment and 40% for final assessment. But now here we shall be giving more flexibility to all HEPs to decide like how much of a percent they want for continuous assessment and for final assessment. So here we shall be giving the range from 30 to 50% for continuous assessment and 50 to 70% for final assessment, compared to 40% final assessment and 60% continuous assessment last time. And the suggested forms of assessment. So like if you have here, we have listed okay few forms which definitely okay will refer to our objectives and learning outcomes. So depending on that, we shall be deciding okay, which assessment method we shall be using for both continuous assessment and for final assessments. So for example, like okay, so, depending on again our objectives and learning outcomes, so like we might include MCQs or short essays or mixed essays or quizzes or seminars, presentation, project report, case studies, portfolios, etc., etc. So like there's a long list. So depending on our learning outcomes, we shall be deciding which assessment method we shall be using. Okay, thank you. Next slide. Okay, and for bachelor level now, again it was fixed to 60% for continuous assessment and 40% final assessment last time, which again we shall be revising it and giving more flexibility for continuous assessment to decide in somewhere in between 30 to 50%, and for final assessment it will be 50 to 70%. Again, the forms of assessment will be decided based on our learning outcomes and objectives of the program. Thank you. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so now here area number 3, which is student selection. So at this level also like we have make a few minor amendments, not a lot, but okay, there are just okay few minor amendments. So just I will highlight here okay few of them. So starting with okay for this like this we will concentrate on the revised the latest one. So like the student okay should possess SPM with at least credits in 3 subjects, including a science subject and mathematics, which is additional requirement for Islamic medical practice, which is the student must have credit in 1 subject related to Islamic studies, that is at SPM level, or pass in Sigil, that is STPM Sigil Pleasure Malaysia, with at least grade C, that is GP 2.0 in a subject and credits in a science subject and mathematics at SPM level, or a pass in Sigil, again stamp Sigil Tinggi Agama Malaysia, stamp with at least grade Makbul and credits in a science subject and mathematics at SPM level, or the student should possess SKM level 3 in the related field subject to HEP, Senate or academic board's approval. Subject to the approval, the HEPs are to conduct screening and provide necessary guidance specific to the discipline of the program, or other equivalent related qualifications recognized by Malaysian government. So here like earlier we used to have like Arabic language for Islamic studies and also which has been okay, dropped, and Tncm recognized certificate with 1 year relevant, that has also been dropped from the latest student selection criteria. Now here one more like a point to be highlighted is English competency requirement for international students. So they must achieve a minimum of band 2 in Malaysian University English test, that is MUET, or equivalent to Common European Framework of Reference for Languages CEFR low B1. Next slide please. Okay, to continue with this, a pass in STPM from science stream with at least CGPA of 2.50, or a pass in STPM non-science stream with at least CGPA of 2.50 and credits in 2 science subjects and mathematics at SPM level, which is not applicable to traditional Indian medicine, or like okay this includes Ayurveda and Siddha. A pass in STAM with at least grade Jaid and credits in 2 science subjects and mathematics at SPM level, which is not applicable to traditional Indian medicine again, or matriculation of foundation in science or Tncm related areas with at least CGPA of 2.50. Okay, next slide please. So this is for bachelor level. Okay, then again we are continuing for bachelor level. Matriculation of foundation in other fields with at least CGPA of 2.50 and credits in 2 science subjects and mathematics at SPM level, again not applicable to traditional Indian medicine. a diploma in TNCM related areas or any science related diploma, that is level 4 MQF with at least CGPA of 2.50, or diploma in TNCM related areas or any science related areas, that is level 4 MQF with CGPA above 2.0 but less than 2.50, can be accepted with minimum 2 years of work experience in relevant TNCM or science related fields. Or a student which has got a diploma in a DKM, so okay, Kemahiran Malaysia, so DKM or diploma vocational Malaysia, that is DVM in TNCM related areas or any science related areas with at least CGPA of 2.50, subject to approval from HEP, Higher Education Senate or academic boards. Then next is a DKM or DVM in TNCM related areas or any science related areas with CGPA above 2.0 but less than 2.50, again can be accepted with minimum 2 years work experience in relevant TNCM or science field, again subject to higher education provider Senate or academic boards approval. Thank you. Next slide please. Again, to continue with selection criteria for bachelor degree, a diploma lanjutan Kemahiran Malaysia DLKM in TNCM related areas or science related areas with at least CGPA of 2.50, again subject to HEP Senate academic boards approval. Or DLKM in TNCM related areas or science related areas with CGPA above 2.0 but less than 2.50, can be accepted again with minimum 2 years work experience in related TNCM or science related field, which is again subjected to like HEP's Senate or academic boards approval. Okay. Or bachelor's degree in any discipline, which is subject to the again discretion of higher education provider or other equivalent or related qualifications recognized by Malaysian government. So again here one more thing to be highlighted is English competency requirement for international students. They must achieve a minimum of band 3 in MUET or equivalent to CEFR high B1. So this is for bachelors. Thank you. Okay, next slide. Okay, so here the requirement to have credit in science, mathematics and Islamic studies subjects at SPM level can be waived should any other higher qualifications contain science, mathematics and Islamic studies subjects with equivalent or higher achievements. And for English requirement, again just to repeat, for diploma level, okay, the student need to achieve minimum of band 2 MUET or equivalent to CEFR low B1, and for bachelor level, okay, the student must achieve band 3 MUET or equivalent to CEFR high B1. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so this was about area 3 student selection. So now let's have a look at area 4 academic staff for diploma level now. For TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, a bachelor's degree level 6 MQF in TCM or related field, that is 1 year relevant work experience is required for staff teaching TCM core subjects, or in the case where there is a lack of bachelor's degree holders in traditional Chinese medicine, the following qualifying experiences can be considered, such as diploma level 4 MQF in TCM with 5 years, minimum 5 years relevant work experience, or practitioners registered with TNCM Council under grandfather clause with minimum 10 years of relevant work experience in traditional Chinese medicine area. Next slide please. Okay, now for diploma Malay massage, traditional Malay medicine TMM. So we shall require a bachelor's degree holder level 6 MQF in traditional Malay medicine or related field with 1 year relevant work experience. Okay, is required for teaching for staff teaching TMM courses. Or in case of when we don't get it, then we can have a person, okay, with following qualification experiences, such as, okay, having advanced diploma level 5 MQF in traditional Malay medicine with 3 years minimum experience in relevant work, or a diploma level 4 MQF in TMM with 5 years of relevant work experience, or practitioners registered with TNCM Council under grandfather clause and having minimum of 10 years of relevant work experience in traditional Malay medicine. So can be selected for teaching relevant diploma diploma in traditional Malay medicine and Malay massage. Okay, next slide please. Okay, for diploma Islamic medical practice IMP, so we shall require a bachelor's degree holder level 6 MQF in Islamic medical practice for related field. Again same 1 year relevant work experience, okay, required for staff teaching Islamic medical practice. Or in case where there is a lack of bachelor degree holders in Islamic medical practice, so we can consider the following qualifications, such as advanced diploma, that is level 5 MQF in related fields with 3 years relevant work experience, or a diploma holder level 4 MQF in related fields with 5 years relevant work experience, or a practitioner registered with TNCM Council and having minimum of 10 years of related work experience in Islamic medical practice. Next slide please. Okay, so for bachelor level academic staff, a person with master's degree in TNCM or other related fields, so minimum 3 years relevant work experience is required for staff teaching core courses at bachelor's level. And in cases where again we lack we find it difficult to find master's degree holders, again the following qualification or experiences can be considered, such as bachelor's degree holders level 6 MQF in TNCM or other related field but with minimum 5 years of relevant work experience, or a person with advanced diploma in traditional Malay medicine, especially where we will find it a bit difficult, especially in the beginning, okay, to get all these, okay, related qualifications. So where we shall be considering a person with diploma in traditional Malay medicine with 10 years relevant work experience, which is applicable to traditional Malay medicine only. The program should not employ more than 60% of the staff in category diploma and advanced diploma. That's, okay, one note, okay, to be considered by all HEP this program providers. And one more note is a minimum of 40% of staff with relevant postgraduate qualifications to teach bachelor's degree program. So again, like some flexibility is given to all HEPs, okay, in terms of appointing academic staff, okay, at a bachelor's level and for diploma level as well. Next slide please. Okay, so when we talk about the work experience, so the work experience, the experience required shall be after obtaining the required qualification. So an exemption is provided to candidates with a master degree for bachelor's level. Then for basic medical sciences and scientific methods, courses must be taught by master's or bachelor's degree holders. The qualification must be in the field of medical or medical sciences for staff teaching basic medical sciences. Then coming to staff and student ratio, for diploma level, theory 1:25. So for every 25 students, there must be one staff member. For practical component, 1:10. Okay, one staff member versus 10 students. Then for clinical, 1:8, one staff member for 8 students. And at bachelor level, for theory, it is 1:20. For practical, 1:10, and for clinical component, it is 1:8. Then again, HEPs must ensure that, okay, they provide the academic staff with at least 40 hours per year of CPD, continuous professional development programs. So that one will encourage the development, okay, of their teaching and learning skills. Thank you. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so now let's look at area number 5, which is about educational resources. So which includes physical facilities, library resources, that is physical and virtual. Then clinical training, so like depending on different areas, different expertise, okay, so the clinical centers will be decided and will be chosen, like TNCM centers, healthcare facilities or institutes, or yoga, Varmam or Silambam center, that is for Bachelor of Siddha. Then providing discipline specific health facilities locally or internationally. Then TNCM pharma industries, health and wellness centers. Okay, so these all different areas can be chosen or selected for clinical training purposes. Then, okay, the other areas which we shall be looking into is like access to, we must have access to community services, again which one will definitely give us more flexibility and more resources for educational purposes. Then support and technical staff. So this is all about educational resources which will be required for diploma as well as for bachelor degree programs. Now area number 6, which is program management. So now earlier, so we had just okay, one specific and very straightforward requirement, like who will be leading all the diploma or bachelor degree programs. So earlier it used to be like academic leadership of the school, faculty or department must be a person with doctoral degree in TNCM or masters with at least 10 years of work experience in related field. However, with all different suggestions and after giving a lot of thought to this, because okay, we are definitely finding a bit difficulty in getting all those required qualifications in few of the areas, it's almost impossible. So that's why okay, some adjustments are being made. So such as for diploma level now, so yes, the first preference will be given to master's degree and bachelor degree in TCM with at least 5 years of experience in related field including teaching experience. This is for diploma in traditional Chinese medicine. Or in case we don't find it, then we can look into bachelor's degree in TCM with at least 10 years of experience in related field including teaching as well. So this is like a cumulative of a clinical and teaching experience. Then for traditional Malay medicine, TMM and Islamic medical practices, master's degree holder or bachelor's degree in respective TNCM practice areas or related fields with at least 5 years of experience, which includes teaching experience as well. And for bachelor's degree, there's a traditional Chinese medicine, traditional Indian medicine, homeopathy, chiropractic and osteopathy. Okay, so the requirement is a doctorate degree or master's degree and bachelor's degree with respective TNCM practice areas with at least 10 years of experience, so which includes both clinical as well as teaching experience. For traditional Malay medicine and Islamic medical practice, doctorate degree or master's degree and bachelor's degree in respective TNCM practice areas or related fields with at least 10 years of experience in related field including teaching experience. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so the teaching experience, as I already highlighted, that this requires teaching experience which can be cumulative experience before requiring acquired qualification for a particular level of study. Thank you. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so the last area, which is number 7, so which is program monitoring, review and continual quality development. So here all higher education providers are expected to provide evidence of their ability to monitor, maintain and improve the quality of program, consisting with internal and external requirements, keeping pace with changes in the field of TNCM and the requirements of the stakeholders. So these shall be demonstrated by, but are not limited to the following, such as the department must have a quality assurance unit, so QA unit for internal quality assurance of the department working together with a quality assurance unit of the university or higher education provider. Then a comprehensive curriculum review
Prof. Ibrahim is about, I think the line is not clear. I think let me continue the presentation. The program monitoring review and the continue quality improvement actually is, the department must have a quality assurance units, okay? And they need to have an internal quality assurance of the department working together with the QA units of the institution. A comprehensive curriculum review should be conducted at least once every 3 to 5 years. However, updating the curriculum to keep pace with current developments should be conducted at a more regular interval. So this is make sure the quality of the program. The compulsory appointment of the external advisor who are qualified in the relevant field to provide feedback on the program design and review, okay? Compulsory appoint of external examiner who are qualified in the relevant field to review the assessment system for the bachelor degree and above, okay? Which means we need to appoint an external examiner to make sure the student quality and then make sure the competency of the student before they graduate. So at last, the consultation engagement with the stakeholder. Okay, next slide. Okay, these are the 7 areas. So the follow-up action, we will going to upload the program standard traditional complementary medicine 2nd edition on MQA portal for stakeholder reference and issue a circular on the implementation of documents. Okay, on so the transition period will be start 1st of July 2021, actually is to 30th June 2022. This is the transition duration for all the provisionally accredited and fully accredited program to comply with the program standard traditional and complementary medicine 2nd edition. So next year, 1st of January 2022, admission of the student to provisionally accredited and fully accredited program must meet the entry requirement based on 2nd edition. Okay, maybe this we can discuss with the MQA. Maybe we can have a longer period for this if necessary. Okay. So because most of the university they have aware of this new programs 2nd edition program standard. So the 1st January 2022, all the new programs applying for the provisional accreditation must comply with the 2nd edition. And also we will promote this program standard traditional and complementary medicine 2nd edition through webinar. Okay, now we are doing this. So thank you for the participation. So my presentation is until here. Thank you very much. And also we would like to thank you, Prof. Ibrahim, for the presentation just now also. Thank you. Okay, now we can see all the the question. Maybe we can Puan Wahani, maybe you can read out the answer. I mean the questions. Yes.
Okay, so we have the several of the questions, and I believe they have maybe we already answer all the question except for the new one. Okay, we have from one this one, Puan Rosmi Yanis Amiani from Manipal University College, talking about education resources. May I know the list of physical facilities? Maybe you can answer this.
I think it's in the program standard. It's stated clearly. It's in the program standard. Yeah, maybe later we can, Puan Awani, you can send the particular page to this Puan Rosmi Yanis. Yes.
Yeah, I think in the program standard, maybe
Yes.
we can refer to the area 5. I give the page number.
Because in the presentation is a bit brave because we
Yeah.
cannot state out everything, but
Betul.
we will have a longer list, more clearer list in the program standard itself.
Ya, kita ada nyatakan Puan Rosmianis, kita ada nyatakan dalam standard program yang detail berkenaan dengan educational resources in page 32 and 33. Jika ada apa-apa yang tidak jelas, mohon hubungi saya semula lah. Boleh Puan Rosmianis? Okay. And then the second one, okay, we have the one, how about the old students, OLS, I think old student.
Yeah,
How
also.
or student, do we need to change the structure based on the second edition? This one, I think kita dalam website MQA, we already published the perkeliling berkenaan dengan pemakaian program standard for the Tncm for the second edition, and Dr. Liao also ada mention regarding on the transition period. We give the grace period to PPT to comply with the transition period, kan, Doktor, kan?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's all. Okay, anyone? I wonder if UEC entry requirement can be added in the program standard.
Actually, in the program standard, we already put in beside SPM is equivalent to STPM will do. So we didn't put A level, O levels, whatever that is not recognized by Malaysia government. Yeah. So this is actually we have a very long discussion and debate with the MQA Council because of we cannot put like UEC or A level, O level, all this into it. So that's why we have removed all this. Whatever is equivalent to STPM that can enter into the said Tncm program. Yeah. Okay. Any other question?
I think that's all so far. Yang lain semua kita dah, I think we already answered the question.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's all. Okay, maybe can we wait around 5 minutes? Maybe
Okay.
I want to
There's
ask
another one. If
Yeah.
I think I saw a chat. There's must be STPM. If you don't have the STPM, maybe you must have the foundation or the foundation of science program or foundation of whatever program that before you enter into TNCM. Because SPM is not equivalent to is different level. So we must have a pre-U like Form 6 or at least if you don't have STPM, you must have a foundation. That's why we say it's equivalent to STPM, which means you have to spend another 1 more year. For example, foundation or any other program before you enter into the TNCM degree program.
Dr. Liao, maybe can I add on some on the qualification ni kalau masuk, because we mentioned about other qualification relevant ataupun accredited qualification recognized by the Malaysian government.
Yes.
As long as either any qualification but recognized by the Malaysian government, I think kita boleh pertimbangkan untuk kemasukan untuk any program for the including this program standard. Okay. So this is more for new one lah. If all people already with the I cannot. Puan Puan Dayangku, can you write again? I cannot read this one. So this is more for new one. If all people already within, susah lah. Is it? What do you mean, Puan? Ataupun means that the old people, okay, kalau if I can understand your question, if the old people, maybe they can try using the apel. we have the Appel A, we have the maybe they can try using the Appel A based on the experience to enter for the as the entry requirement to enter for the PPT for the enter the program. And it depends on the apa kita kata dia pulang kepada PPT penerima, tetapi kalau misalnya I faham because this program kebanyakannya maybe old people yang memang dia ada pengalaman, the vast experience tapi tak ada academic qualification, they can try using the Appel. There should be no problem there. Okay, Pandayangku, if you have anything you can contact me lah. Okay. Okay, can we see they have any others question? Why the UEC qualification is minimal entry requirement has been removed from the program standard?
Actually, this is this is the advice from the MQA Council. So because they are concerned about there are too many too many qualification entry requirement in the program standard would be confusing. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Tapi kita tak remove all as long as kita letak satu pernyataan, any qualification recognized should be no problem.
Yes.
Okay.
Because actually our version to submit proposed to the MQA Tncm Council and the MQA Council is all in UEC and also the A levels, they are in there. STPM, they are in there, but because the advice from the MQA Council, they want us to remove it because this will make our program standard clearer and not so messy. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I think another question from Encik Mahyudin Ismail. Recently, there is a contention in court about the validity of Islamic medical practice put under TCM Act 2016. So, will it affect the positioning of Islamic medical practice under TCM?
I think it should be Tncm, right? It's not only TCM. Tncm.
Yeah, Tncm, yeah.
Content in court about the
It's about the Islamic medical practice.
It affect the positioning of Islamic medical practice under Tncm. I think this is I think better refer to Tncm division because this is about the act because they are the regulatory board. Department. So actually, MQA it should be this to concern about the content of the program and make sure the program standard and also the quality of the graduates. Right? Am I right? I think they should be referred to Tncm division about this.
Yeah, correct.
Which MQA letter written?
No, actually, yeah. Because now see here we are referring to our program standards only. So now if there is something to do with that practice and there is something going on in the court.
Prof cannot hear.
Hello, yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Can you speak louder?
Okay. Is it? Yes, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So what I was mentioning is yeah, you are absolutely right. So now this is what we are dealing with is the program standards, and now this question whether it will affect that practice or not, that's actually out of our area, and that is more related to our Tncm division. So whether it will affect or not, so they will look into it. Now here we are just looking into program standards. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Puan Awani,
Yeah.
shall we continue.
Okay, we continue with the second one. Which MQA letter written about transition period? Perhaps I missed the letter. Can please let me know the date of the letter? Okay, Puan, can you refer to our website? We have the Pekelele MQA bilangan 3 2021. Penggunaan edisi terkini standard program Perubatan Tradisional dan Komplementari. Dated 29 Oktober 2021. 29 Oktober 2021, dalam tu ada berkenaan dengan tempoh transisi dan pemakaian standard program yang terkini. Puan boleh refer dalam laman web MQA. Okey. Okey, BOK mengikut bidang yang disenaraikan dalam standard adakah 100% perlu follow sama ada dengan kandungan khusus program. This about the BOK, body of knowledge. Mengikut bidang. Maybe you want respond this, Doctor, before I add on?
Maybe you can explain first. Actually, she's talking about the standard program. Actually, are you referring to the credits hour in the program standard? If it's about the credits hours for each curriculum, actually for each module, actually that is a minimum credits only. So all the university, they do have the academic freedom to design their own preferred curriculum. So that is as long as you just follow the minimum that's stated in the program standard, that is the minimum credits hours. Maybe you can explain more, Puan Awani.
Yeah, thank you, Doctor. Okay, regarding for the BOK, body of knowledge, normally we must follow from the standard because in the standard program, they has already mentioned some of the Malay medicine and so on, what is the BOK should be involved in the curriculum design and the delivery to the student. And then sama ada BOK ini can be offered as a single subject ataupun maybe ada yang dia boleh di add on from the some of the courses, tetapi BOK ini seharusnya must be offered to the student because they have some problem if the student dia tak cukup comply with the BOK, which is tak cukup ditawarkan, dia akan affected to the program itself, the outcome and the learning outcome for the student. And same goes to the others like the CQI of the program and so on. So saya sarankan bila kita dah keluarkan standard, lebih sesuai jika we follow the BOK accordingly to the standard. Okay. Okay, Doctor. Dr. Ibrahim,
Yes.
maybe you want to add on about this one?
I think that should be okay for me.
Okay.
All right.
So, Prof, you have anything to add on?
No, that's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Prof, again, I can't hear you clearly.
Fine, no problem.
Okay. We have another question, Doctor, from Dr. Lim Juat Hong. I have a question in the chat room. What's the program head definition? It's mean HOD or program coordinator or director? HOD.
Okay. I'd like to inquire what is the job scope of the HOD or the program and the coordinator and director? As long as the program, there should maybe you are talking about the director, program director or program coordinator for the program. Actually, I think you better, you need to clarify what is the HOD. HOD, what is the job scope? The program coordinator and the program director, what is their job scope? Because our program standard actually is more focused on the program, okay, the program of the module, the curriculum. So, which means the program coordinator, the program director must be very experienced in the curriculum design and also make sure the competence of the graduates, they are competent to practice. Yeah, this is the main, I think this is the main issue that we need to look at. So the HOD maybe is just administration work, right? Am I right? I'm not so sure what are you referring to, because there are too many posts. Are they the same job scope? Okay, maybe you can, okay. Okay, thank you. I have answered your question. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Doctor, we have another question from Mr. Mahidin. I am the one of MQA assessors for Diploma in Islamic Medical Practice. I found that some contents in the program standard quite limited in the scope. So how would I suggest any improvement? Cik Mahidin, saya pasti kita ada cadangan penambahbaikan ataupun some area need to be concerned for improvement. Boleh ajukan kepada saya dan saya akan majukan kepada panel for the improvement in the program standard, especially the area that you mentioned, Diploma in Islamic Medical Practice. Please contact me di bahagian standard di alamat email saya. Alwani ALWANI @mqa.gov.my. Okay. Okay, Doctor.
Yes. I also answered him already. I asked him to discuss with the program director or the head of the department or the university, and then the right to MQA. I just reply him by by type answer. Yeah. So any other question that we need to?
I think we already answered all.
Yeah. So do we need to wait for a while? Any other question?
Okay, I think
if we don't have any question, maybe we can formally can launch this program standard second edition.
Yeah.
And thank you everyone, and also our hard work is already fruitful, successfully done. Yeah, it's not an easy task actually, because we need to alliance with a lot of different program and different university, and then it's not an easy job at all. Gone through a lot of debates and also a lot of argument, discussion. It's not an easy job actually, but I'm very happy to see this successfully launched. Okay, so maybe I pass it to Puan Nohawi. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Liao. Thank you, Prof. Ibrahim, as the panelist today to explain about what do we have in the program standard for the second edition. Saya pasti they have some questions untuk pertanyaan mungkin akan datang ada lagi. So jika ada sebarang pertanyaan, mohon hubungi saya, Puan Nur Alwani Abdul Wahab. Saya yang akan in charge for this program standard. Kalau ada maklum balas ataupun what some areas need to be concerned for improvement, boleh hubungi saya di alamat email alwani @mqa.gov.my ataupun telefon saya 0386883640. Yang berusaha doktor, tuan-puan boleh dapatkan nombor kontak saya, detail kontak saya di dalam laman website MQA di bahagian standard. Jadi if that's all, terima kasih for all the participant. Today we have reached 96 participant today. Terima kasih. So if anything, just contact me. Thank you semua. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you for your presentation and very helpful. Yeah, thanks.
Last minute, my call drop. Apologies for that. Thank you.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you so
okay,
much.
bye. Take
Okay,
care.
bye bye.